everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of the Ratliff Mandolins Weekly Production Diary. This is going to be sort of a short and sweet episode because all I really done this week, instead of interesting stuff to take video of, was I sat in a chair and sanded mandolins. I sanded raw mandolins, and then I sanded mandolins in between coats of finish, and that's pretty much all I done all week. Pretty much. What I accomplished was that I don't really remember where we ended up last week, but all of the mandolins in the batch, 9 and 10 now, have finish on them, and I have finish on the 2 extras as well. And they are basically hanging in the front room, drying, curing, and they await putting the strings on. So that's where we're at. I cleaned some stuff. I took one afternoon and rearranged everything here and cleaned that, just simply because I had sat and sanded until my eyes were crossed. And I engraved all the tail pieces for the upcoming mandolins. So all of those mandolins that are hanging in there now ready for the hardware, I've got the tail pieces engraved. And let's see, I also got a box out, cardboard box, and started throwing some, when I cleaned up here and found some yard sale stuff for the Luthier's yard sale, put that in a box. So we are indeed going to have a Luthier's yard sale episode at some point in the hopefully near future. And let me see if I can bring you up to date on my weekend projects of trying to improve the shop here. All of the outside of the building has been freshly painted now, and all of the garage doors have been cleaned and scraped and repainted. So the outside of the building and the entrance door has been repaired. It had some rusted out spots in the bottom. It's been repaired and been repainted. So although the inside of the shop looks like a mess, the outside actually looks pretty nice now. And so that's kind of where we're at in the whole shooting match. And next week we're going to be putting strings on the extra mandolins, I think, and hopefully we'll be able to start the repairs that I usually try to take care of in between batches. I have a guitar and a violin right here, and a mandola, I think, and I don't know what else is in the pile, but we'll start with those next week, hopefully. It is now Friday morning, and I do have this mandolin here. And I mentioned, and I think you saw this last week, mandolin 9 is done, but I didn't get to tag it and the tailpiece and stuff like that. So that's all taken care of. Mandolin number 9 is ready to ship, and I have mandolin number 10 here, and that's what I'm going to do for the rest of the day, is work on mandolin number 10 in the batch, putting the tuning keys and the bridges and the bridge and the tailpiece and that sort of thing. So that's where we're at. I know this is sort of short and sweet, but really didn't have a whole lot to show you. So come back next week, and maybe we'll have some more varied things to share with you on the next episode of the Ratliff Mandolins Weekly Production Diary. Hope to see you then. Bye.